One of the most difficult things about China is that unless you have a local knowledge, it's quite difficult to spot who are going to be the buyers and why, because their motivations are quite often not obvious. Let me give you one example. We all know China is focusing on getting their high-speed rail infrastructure in place over the next 20 years. And anything which is to do with this, either on software or hardware, is very important to them. And it's not only important to the existing participants of this industry sector, but to everybody else. We were selling a company based out of Germany, which is in capital equipment space, but to do with high-speed train. They had a unique technology which not many companies in the world could replicate, and certainly nobody in China. We were able to identify one very unusual but highly motivated Chinese buyer who was running a completely different business, not remotely connected to high-speed rail, but was a very close friend of a provincial governor whose motivation was to create a center of excellence for high-speed rail development in his province. Why? Because he had his eyes set on a central politburo in Beijing for his future career. Between his political motivation and the Chinese entrepreneurship, we have found an excellent bidder for our German asset. One of the key highlights of 2012 for me is the rising of Chinese buyers. Even at this moment, on 5 or 6 live execution deals, we are dealing with multiple Chinese bidders each who are interested in buying European assets. So I think people spend far too much time debating the hard landing or soft landing of Chinese economy after the so-called real estate bubble, but they have the 11th five-year plan, the 12th five-year plan. They have a centralized strategic focus on certain key industries, and M&A is increasingly playing a key part. In our view, China will remain inwardly focused for quite some time, but the key difference going forward is that they are highly interested in Western ingredients that is relevant to the growth of Chinese economy in areas such as industry, including high-speed rail, aeronautical, automotive, infrastructure, services, biopharma. So certainly from DC perspective, China remains a bright light for M&A, and it really is a region that the European sellers of the business should not ignore.